Corporation, Part 1, VictoryWorks. So this is another scenario that comes in the pack. This time we are on the Horseshoe Curve route. War has been raging in Europe since 1939, but the events of December 1941 changed the conflict and began the full-scale involvement of the United States of America. As well as using manpower to defend themselves and their allies, the USA begins to produce a huge amount of equipment, among which are 2,120 steam locomotives, the USATC S160. These locomotives are to be used by allied nations all over the world, and this even includes 200 converted for use by the USSR, where a railway gauge of 15-20mm is used. To move these locomotives from the Baldwin factory in Edison, Pennsylvania to the port in New York for shipping to the Soviet Union, they must be loaded onto flat cars and moved by rail, as you can see here. Your task today is to complete part of the journey for 10 of these locomotives and tenders from Johnstown to Altoona. First part of this trip is from Johnstown to Gallatin, using 2 S160s at the front and a helper at the rear, which will assist on the steep inclines to the summit. The signal at Johnstown is clear and you are free to proceed. I'm just going to disconnect the rail driver at this point. Right. Have a quick look down the train. So we've got some Russian ATC S160s. We've got a helper down the back. That's speed limit anyway, 35. Do the locos you're carrying add more weight to the train than regular cars? I don't know, you'll have to ask Karma actually. They're really heavy, there you go. So I guess the answer to that is a definite yes. A lot of them behind here. One up the rear. That's come out wrong. There is a really interesting thing. You press shift space, then you can use this for variable control. Just really awesome. Losing points here. Oh, we have a bell on the front, look. Anyway, we're losing points because we're not concentrating, so I really like that treatment with the brake on with the whistle on the brake handle. That's very clever. Got a 45 limit now. Listen to that sound. Does it say USSR on the trains? Let me just check this signal. Yeah. They've got that Cyrillic W symbol on them. Yep, plenty of boiler parts for spares if we break this one. This is what I do when I do any journey. I bring 15 locos behind me for spares. Is 15 enough? Well, you know what, I've got to draw the line somewhere. Oh, I see. Just left Johnstown. Bound for Altoona. Will I show this train on the West Somerset route? Yeah, possibly on Thursday, actually. Doritos, have I ever driven a train? No, I have never driven a real train. Struggling now. We're on a 1.2%. We've got a 35 limit coming up actually. Minus 19,000. Oh dear. When did I do that? It's just a problem with running without the HUD on. Oh dear, never mind. Probably went tearing through a 15 limit at 35. See you later, Doritos. Just about at ideal fire mass now. So did Ed do better on this one? I'm guessing he did, probably. That's karma coming to smack me in the face, isn't it? Actually, says Ed, I didn't complete this one. Oh dear. So all I have to do is complete this one to do better than Ed. There you go. Nuclear miner. This is Horseshoe Curve, which is from Johnstown to Altoona. Pounding up a hill, obviously the right time to get some water in. That's it, gradient's coming off, we're speeding up. Green light. Mr. Follow, Risky Horse, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. When you're looking up, your eyes are looking down. I did this when I'm in the cab. Hang on. When I'm in the cab, I looked up, reset the camera, and then looked down so that I could look down there, and then look right up so that I could look at that. It's just because otherwise, you're trying to look down is hard work. Street running in West Brownsville in the S160 is fabulous. That sounds good, GWR. What up, K-Dog? BNSF, you'll have to talk to Dovetail about that. Running slightly behind where we should be. I know, GWI, I just must have missed the speed limit. You almost ran a 6MT Clan dry. That's terrible, Ruin. That's terrible. Have I done a bucket list and is one of them driving a train? I don't really have a bucket list, no, but driving a train is something I'd like to do at some point. Like a pro, mostly. Aside from the, minus 20,000 score. Fly past, that sounds good. Do I like the S160 K-Dog? Oh, it's just gorgeous, it really is. We're up to 30, need to watch that speed. Water level's almost up again, which is good. Where are we now, anyway? Coming round, heading for Gallatin, I think. Train tip fan, I think there are 15 base locos in the pack, and then there's loads of sub-variations. Ten locos, says Karma. Yeah, he didn't lose any more score. We're on the level now. Up and down a bit, but yeah, mostly. Gav T, how long is this route? It's only about 35 miles, 40 miles maybe. Green again, or clear. If you use the Thunderhead weather pattern in the flyout, I think so, yes, I think it will be in SF. $35 in a minute, anyway. Train Sim fan, is it true you only play Dovetail games add-ons? You're not allowed to have third-party stuff. No, I am allowed to do what I like on my own machine. I choose to only run Dovetail stuff because, well, alright, I'll say it again. So the reason I only run Dovetail stuff is because of the fact that I work for Dovetail. I think people watching the stream who don't know any better, which is possibly, hopefully it's a lot of people, because I want to attract new people to the sim, would look at something I'm driving and think, hey, that's cool, and they'd go and get it from Steam, and then it wouldn't be the same for them because they'd need to go and get this sound pack and this reskin and this and that and everything else. And I think that almost comes off as a bit disingenuous almost, because I'm not advertising it in the right format. If I was anybody else, then not working for Dovetail, then it'd be fine. But it's because I work for Dovetail, that's why I do it that way. Okay, dog, you had bacon, 1 sausage and brown sauce for lunch. Top man. Here with your tea for a footplate ride. Excellent. On you get. Prince Darling, why the bias? Specifically because you've asked me to do other things, Prince Darling, I've chosen not to. I also want to support what Dovetail are doing. I mean, it's quite natural to support the company that pays your bills. I don't feel there's anything untoward about it. I'm very open about it. There's lots of other streamers out there that do the other stuff. Moggy, can you ride in who? Oh, Exy, can you ride in a caboose for a box of ice toys? Of course you can. You can ride in the rear in the banking cab if you want. Oh, 50 limit. Things are about to get real, folks. Iris Gaming, hi there. Oh, the S160 is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely, possibly one of my favourite new locos. Are we in the 50 yet? No, we're not. Who cares? Score. I want speed. I'm going to have speed. This is where the signal says, "Thou shalt not have speed." Is this Horseshoe Curve? It certainly is. Doing okay on resources. 4 miles. We're still losing time. 4 miles. But I missed the speed limit was spent. Speed limits are guidelines, I keep telling you. in Matt's world, speed limits are guidelines. Like red lights. Top speed of the train we're driving now is about 50. I think I saw Karma say early on. Thou shalt not come between fun. No. I do try and stick to the speed limits, but with a score that's minus 20,000, I think... Rubku, thanks for the host. Appreciate it. 6 viewers. Really appreciate it. Oh dear, we're over the 50 limit now. Lucashan, thank you for the host. Apple, we got one more after this, another American one. Thanks for the host, RS Gaming. We've got a clear, we've got a kind of clear aspect. Fringe styling, mate, your world is your problem. My world is my problem. Let's get some water into this bucket of bolts. It does need you to run on time. Yeah, well, we're running about a minute late. Where is this train then? I'm not that far behind. Horseshoe Curve is a dovetail route. Yes, it is, Atlas. Better Misty, you've submitted a scenario. Awesome. Part 2. Alright. Making me feel bad, man. Making me feel bad. Turbine? A turbine? That's not. Oh, it's with tea. That's a lot of tea, isn't it, actually? Yeah, they're alright then. You can have a cab ride. Hook up your cars to the back. Full points. So other than the the 19,000 I lost. $10 miles to AR siding. Water's back up to 77. Firebox is almost back up to ideal. Have I ever been to the curve here? No, I haven't. I haven't really done much in the way of rail fanning in the US. I went out a little bit last time we were in Knoxville, but that's it. Actually, do I prefer DTG or RSC? I'm not quite sure what you're asking there, mate. They're the same thing. Or are you being silly? Where am I spending again? I'm not sure what you mean, K-Dog. Is there a buffet car on this train? No, there isn't. If you're on this train, you should have brought your own tea. Where we're going, we don't need speed limits, absolutely. No, there's no Eurostar yet, RS Gaming. That would be cool, wouldn't it? All steam locos have a buffet. It's the shovel, fire, bacon and eggs. And then you can put your baked potato in the smoke box at the front. We're about to have a water problem here. Is there a way to make a scenario include multiple pre-made weather patterns? Yeah, but you have to make your own asset for, and put it all in the one weather asset, which you then couldn't upload to Steam Workshop. Almost to the top of this rise. S160 going K1. Well, it was close. We're off this hill just about, not far now. Just it starts speeding up in a moment. I've no idea what scenario has determined a tornado on Sherman Hill. It's the last one, actually. Of the scenarios it comes with, I think it's because it's a sequence of scenarios, and it's the last one. Because they're effectively all building up to the tornado. 1% still. Arnold Ace Rimmer, the problem is it doesn't work like that. You can do files of a certain type, and weather is not just a type. Blueprint is the type, which means every blueprint type, which means almost all assets for the asset folder essentially. Put the cutoff forward a bit. That's it, we're speeding up again. Woohoo! better. We found the on button. Can we get a long flyby with whistle? Of course we can. How are we doing here on speeds? 40 limits. The headlight's not on. I'm pressing H. Nothing's happening. Oops. Everyone who's got it in the background now switches back. Oh, did he fail? What was that? Did we pass a train? Oh no, it's in the siding. Coming up now. Oh, I can probably change the cut off now. Boiler pressure back up. Oh, about to fail big time. Oh, I didn't see what that light was. Oh, I know I'm cheating. That's what I thought. Stephen Jam, I've got a red light. Oh, you can tab through it. Oh, okay. In which case, I'll open her up. No, I haven't really played with the other taps yet, Karma. And I literally had a short play with it before the stream to make sure I could get water in it and drive it. And everything else you've seen me do. The option to rename MooBot does exist, but it costs £25 a month. So I don't think it's particularly important. We're changing, that's why. It's not scam level excessive Arnold A streamer. Effectively, they give the service free to loads and loads and loads and loads of streamers, and then for those that want to go commercial, which is, you know, they're the most likely people who want to rename the MooBot for branding purposes, then at that point, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect them to help start contributing a bit more regularly to running the service. Our siding is coming up in 1 mile. Oh yes, please, see, Joe. If you send me a DM about it on Twitter, I will chase that up. Why was Karma's message deleted? I've got no idea. I wonder if you put a lot of symbols in. I read through one of them, Buttermister. I haven't read the rest yet, though. This haven't got to stop on a dime on this scenario. Running a bit late. A little bit speeding. There you go, folks. Is that close enough to the signal for you? Or do I need to be a bit closer to gain your approval? Well done, you've reached the summit, now on couple S160 242 and its tender as it's no longer needed for the downhill stretch to Altoona. 242 on the back. Drop off S160 number 2412, I presume that's the one at the back. It is the one at the back. 2412. Right, we'll be waiting here for about 10 minutes before the descent to Altoona. Destination reached. Yay! Minus 20,000. Where's all of our speeding then? What do we do here? Oh, wow, look at this. 45 and a 40, look. Crikey, look at this. 42. Well, hang on. Oh, maybe all this lot is what added up to 20,000, isn't it? 43 and a 40. Oh, look at that. Tiny little bit over the speed limit and it destroys the score. Tiny little bit. Oh dear, Karma got 958. Who's at the top here? Excellent. Right then, one more scenario. I was just thinking we're done, but we're not done. So that, just to finish up on that, that was the S160. The S160, we've done an overview of the pack. We've done the S160 in the UK on the Riviera line, and we've done it on the Horseshoe Curve. It's out now on Steam, $17.99 UK. I don't know what the US dollar price is. It comes with 10 variations of the loco, a big stack load of wagons, freight cars, and a bunch of scenarios for 3 different routes, covering the variety of time and eras. West Somerset Railway, Horseshoe Curve, and Riviera in the 50s. That's 25 USD apparently. Thank you, Stephen Jam. There you go. That was the that is the S160 pack from VictoryWorks. Possibly my new favourite Steam engine. So yeah, well done to Karma. That's an awesome, awesome loco. Right, moving on.